Hi and welcome to Select E10. In this video, I have listed top 7 most popular Korean web series available to watch on Netflix, and almost all these shows are available to watch in Hindi language, and also a few shows available in English language too. And do subscribe my channel if you like these suggestions. Now let's get into the video. On number 7, we have Vincenzo. The Vincenzo story follows a Korean man who was adopted by an Italian family as a child and raised in Italy as part of a mafia family. After his adoptive father dies, the man's biological son attempts to kill Vincenzo, leading him to flee back to Seoul, South Korea, where he has a stash of gold hidden under an old apartment building. Unfortunately, Vincenzo has no easy access to the gold unless he tears down the building, but there's a community of people who live there at the same time. A corrupt business called Babel Group illegally takes over the building and make things more difficult for Vincenzo. On number 6, we have The Uncanny Counter. The story follows a disabled teenager who is recruited into a supernatural group known as the Counters, who go after the evil spirits that have escaped the afterlife to possess human hosts and corrupt them into committing terrible acts. As part of this crew of demon hunters, he develops superhuman and psychic abilities and leads a double life of a high school student by day and demon hunter by night. On number 5, Sweet Home, we have Sweet Home, based on the webtoon of the same name. Sweet Home is an energetic, thrilling, apocalyptic horror story about monsters trying to kill everyone and take over the world. The series follows the story of a traumatized high school student who moves into an apartment by himself after his parents are killed in a car accident. But unfortunately, their apartment building happens to be ground zero for a species of monsters hoping for world domination. This series is dark, bloody, and unpredictable. On number 4, It's Okay to Not Be Okay. This series is a modern romantic drama. The story follows an orphaned young man who works as a caregiver at a psychiatric hospital and spends most of his life taking care of his older brother, who has autism. One day, Gang-tae meets a woman named Ko Moon Young, a children's author who has antisocial personality disorder. After realizing that the two have crossed paths before, in the past Moon Young develops a small obsession with Gang-tae and follows him around as Moon Young, Gang-tae, and Sang-tae spend more time together. They begin to open up about their trauma and try to heal from it. On number 3, we have The Kingdom. This Netflix original is set in the Joseon era. The king is mysteriously stricken with a strange illness and is presumed dead, and Crown Prince Lee Chang attempts to find out what's going on with his father, but he is locked out of the palace by his power-hungry stepmom and her father, who are conspiring to keep the king's condition a secret until they can secure their grip on the throne. Later it turns out the king isn't dead, but he's turned into a flesh-eating zombie. Soon the plague begins to spread throughout the kingdom, and it's up to the Crown Prince to save his people and expose the evil conspiracy. On number 2, Crash Landing on You. A crash landing on you. South Korean woman goes paragliding and accidentally ends up on the wrong side of the demilitarized zone that separates the two Koreas, and she's rescued by a captain in the North Korean Special Police Force, and later they fall in love and he must keep her identity a secret and get her back home before anyone finds out who she is. Crash Landing on You is currently the 3rd highest traded show in Korean TV history. On number 1, The King Eternal Monarch, we have The King Eternal Monarch. This series is probably one of the most beloved Korean series ever, and it follows 2 characters. One is Tae-yul, and the other one is Lee Gong. In this fantasy drama, there are 2 alternate realities. One, the Korea we know today, where Tae-yul lives, and the Kingdom of Korea, where Lee Gong rules as emperor. When Lee Gong discovers that he can pass over to the parallel universe, he meets Tae-yul, and you can probably guess what happens next. This series has a unique, ambitious story, with fantastic acting from the main cast, and a great choice for fantasy fans. That's it for today. Like this video, and subscribe my channel for more new, awesome lists of suggestions, and thanks for watching this video.